What happens when the biggest names in accessibility, innovation, and inclusion come together under one roof? You get Naidex, a powerhouse event where real change happens. And this year, it was bigger, bolder, and more important than ever. But what is Naidex?
This year, 2025, we're at Naidex. We go every year and we honestly find that going there, seeing our community, so a load of creators, seeing lots of brands that we're working with, and really just getting the lie of the land of what's happening in the disability space broadly is a really great thing to do. We also, this year, were working with our friends at ORA, so they were the mobility partner of Naidex.
Bringing together clients, creators, and the community to push real change in accessibility and inclusion. For us at PG, it's always about connection, meeting with colleagues, old friends, and new faces who share the same vision of a more inclusive world.
A lot of brands then, probably more than in previous years. I think that the disabled creator community is more and more professionalizing, but also we're seeing brands engaging with inclusion and accessibility more and more. So brands that would never have been there 5 years ago are there this year, and I think that's an exciting kind of development, and we want to see that continue into the future as well.
One of the biggest conversations of the day? This panel, hosted by ORA, tackling an issue that's more important than ever, from progress to peril, protecting accessibility amid the D&I backlash.
We started out as a social agency trying to create the most representative campaigns utilising progressive voices in the disabled community, and that is absolutely our bread and butter, and it is an amazing tool to kind of drive community voice and education into the non-disabled community and beyond. What I also find is that we didn't realise at the time, but creating that safe space where we are almost presenting a palatable view of disability, to Victoria's point about we're going in the room talking the same marketing language as any other agency, and that we find creates that aha, oh okay, I was really worried it was going to be a disability thing, we know that there's all this prejudice and preconception and kind of pent up fear around what doing something inclusively or what doing something accessibly or what doing something representatively might be. But until you're kind of open to engaging and learning and listening and asking and collaborating with an open dialogue, that is really difficult. So for us, to Sam's point, we are all, I'm sure, on this stage really open books. We've probably realised that it's become beneficial in our lives to just, I often joke about I've got no dignity, and I say it flippantly, but it's helped me in my life to just not give a shit. And actually, we're probably all quite similar in that, but actually that also is disarming to other people. We've learned that actually creating a very open conversation is one that gets us to where we want to be quicker, and that I think for us social is an amazing place to create that collaborative conversation, and that's one we tap into sort of day in, day out. Obviously accessible media helps that too. So
these conversations matter because accessibility isn't just a tick box, it's a fundamental right. But this isn't just talk, it's about action. Events like Naidex remind us why we do what we do and why brands, creators and advocates need to keep pushing forward together. So Naidex, thank you for having us. Until next time.